What's up, guys? It is Ray Ace here, and we are back at it. Recordings are being everywhere today, but we're going to actually look at somebody else's point of view on the Fresh and Fit podcast. This is Moist Critical's point of view. I've watched Alba and Preach's version of it, or their point of view of them. The reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people need to know how these communities actually are, and now a lot of these communities aren't what they perceive themselves to be. Some of them are actually very detrimental to you, and they tell you things that are not socially actually acceptable. For instance, men sleeping with hundreds and hundreds of women. Being honest, if you do that shit, you're just a dick. But let's get into it.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now.
Pathetic than a guy who calls himself an alpha male is a guy who calls himself an alpha male and then tries to sell advice to desperate, lonely men.
Hey guys, your boy Fresh Prince CEO. And today we're gonna talk about all my W's. Stay tuned for it.
Not gonna lie, that's the reason why my intro
I
is
love
the way
intros
it
like
is.
these. You
It
get some
is
like
actually
wacky,
just
wubby
retro themed.
dubstep kind of shit going on
And
there.
to be
with the dumb
honest,
intro. It is so nostalgic.
like,
Takes me right back to
I
2011.
like retro shit.
Anyways,
I know I'm
the Fresh
23,
and
but
Fit
I like
podcast,
older
the entire purpose.
movies, games. The very first game I ever played was Clock Tower. If you know, you know.
Purpose of this show is to bring women on to insult and belittle them to their face, while also preaching that men should have the right to cheat on their significant other as many times as they want. It's a lot of horrible, abhorrent shit that they talk about, and I'm sure you've heard of them or seen them before because I've had so many viral clips over the last year of them getting dunked on by the guests they bring on. I'm pretty sure the two of them have a humiliation fetish.
That
which is the
that
reason
is
they keep
actually
this
very
show
true.
running. But they're also kind of like
They
the
will
Voldemort of YouTube.
dive
At
off
least
the
they
deep
were
end
for
on
a little
anybody
bit.
who has
They used
anything
to
critical to say to them.
copyright claim and copyright strike.
Like, I know
anyone that
I
would
seen a
make fun of
comment
them or joke about them,
where somebody
saying,
said bootlegger. That's, to me, that's just stupid. But like, if there's actual constructive criticism, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna learn from it. And Fresh and Fit now can't seem to do that. For instance, they went on a stream a while back and was blocking people from being able to type and text on there. They were giving actual constructive criticism, like that of why in the hell do you always just invite women on there?
that it was damaging their brand or making them look silly, even though they themselves are the clowns in their own circus. They're making themselves look fucking stupid. Posted in particular, one that I still think back on with a little wet spot in my trousers. It's one of the most delusional things I've ever seen from a YouTube channel. It's one of the hosts that is telling a story that is completely made up.
That, and as we
obviously
have
fiction.
heard previously,
He is literally
Myron has
making
never
up
been in a
fanfic
relationship,
on
yet y'all
par
keep
with
seeking
Maya
advice
Mortal
from him.
in a way that makes him look like he constantly fucks. Even though I'm pretty convinced that the shorter guy here is a virgin, yet he still makes these crazy claims and stories like the one I'm about to show you.
All right, guys. So you heard my L's. Marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're gonna talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
Let me stop you right there.
I've been homeless. I've done that. I've been where I had nowhere to sleep. I've slept in the car. I've done my fair share too. Welcome to the club, buddy. You're a man.
There. I already don't believe you. It's super hard to think that anything they say is real when they constantly make stupid fucking claims like this one.
I've got to look some
they've
shit
both
up
shown
real quick.
themselves to be frauds time and time again.
You know, we're both
How old
triple digit, not
is
to count he's in the quadruple.
Fresh?
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man
He is 31 years old. I highly doubt that he has slept with 1,000 women. Highly fucking doubt it. Highly.
has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy slept with 1,000 women.
Winwood doesn't really matter, but I'm going to downtown because it's a really good spot. And then he's like, yo, bro, are you on Instagram?
And then he added me on Instagram. We became best friends. He got me a tryout with his NBA team, which I absolutely crushed and became a starter on the squad, setting NBA world records. He invited me to Thanksgiving at his parents' house. I fucked his mom, and then the whole family clapped. That would be more believable than the story he's about to tell from here.
Oh, god damn, man. If that is more believable than the story he's about to tell, then holy shit. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I know there's a lot of people who want to believe in Fresh and Fit. Trust me, I was one of them. For those that think I'm just some kind of self-righteous hater, I'm not. I used to believe in these motherfuckers, like, wholeheartedly. But then once you actually realize once you're being a fucking prick to everybody, like, there's being masculine, there's being a man. Then there's just being a fucking asshole.
So I give him my Instagram, and lo and behold, he followed me. He said, wait, you know this chick? So he pulls up this girl's profile, because you can see who's following someone that you just added from like the following list. So basically, we were smashing the same chick.
No, you weren't. The only thing you've been smashing is your meat.
Or Pornhub. I could see him smashing that.
Into your hand, you liar. This story's already got more plot holes in it than Kingdom Hearts. Why would an NBA player go up to a random guy at a pool party to ask for a party later?
Yeah, wait. That was more shoehorned than the Batman Martha scene. That shit made absolutely fucking no sense on what he just said. You ask about a party at a party. Pool party at that, where girls are already in bikinis and shit. You're gonna ask for another party.
Clearly already connected. He found out about the pool party, so why would he go up to a complete stranger at a bar to ask for further advice on partying? And then going a step further to add him on Instagram. That just doesn't make any sense. Unless Fresh and Fit dropped to the floor and sucked his dick raw at the bar in front of everyone, why would this NBA player care to add him on Instagram? NBA players, celebrities, they don't follow...
Fresh is getting that shit fresh. That's all right. He's making sure it fits as well.
Like anybody
God
at
damn.
all, except for like actual close friends or business partners or something like that. So why would he add a complete stranger who he only asked one question to? Where should I party? Are you that creepy stalker she has a restraining order against, or like what's the deal there? Are you guys friends? Oh, you guys used to fuck too? All right, fist bump. We just became best friends. Let's go.
So he's like, yo, dude,
what the
you know what?
fuck?
I'm having a mansion party like the next day. And funny enough, we dated the same girls, like a bunch of them. It was crazy, you know? Like we always say, me and Myron, a lot of these girls.
There is a highly unlikely, God forgive me, strike me with fucking lightning likelihood that you actually did this.
Share the same high value men, and they're running the same circles.
Especially whenever it looks like your beard was tapered by the blind pianist.
Right?
You have the gall, the chutzpah, to sit here and insult not only the intelligence of your viewers, but insult God himself with the claim that you and the NBA player were having sex with the same women. Do you honestly expect anyone in the world to believe that?
No.
And then to have the audacity, you who runs one of the most laughed at podcasts on the internet since the My Little Pony fan club radio show.
Hey, on me. Because they have downgraded over the years so damn much, because all they do now is they just talk shit, they yell at people, then they turn around and call women whores. Not all women are whores. Some women want to have a family. Some women have a family. Some women are loyal.
Think that
Look at, I follow her on Twitter. Yes, Twitter will be linked in the bio as well. But, Candace Patton. I think it's her name. Like representative. I think it's Candace Patton.
that you were a same level of high value male as an NBA player? Fucking mind blowing.
I'm at his mansion party, right? There's like
God damn
40
it.
girls and like
Can't
5
fucking
guys.
remember. There's too many of these goddamn names.
my head, I'm like, yo, real talk, this is crazy. Like, I've never been at a party where there's been this much girls compared to guys. So I'm like, yo, how's this gonna work? He says to me, yo, come through, bro. So he's like, yo, pick 3 that you want, and I got you. I was like, 3 that I want? This is like a buffet? Shoot, I'll take it.
Bro, this does not sound like an NBA player. This sounds like human trafficking.
Hey, I was about to say, I know this is about to make people mad, but I was about to say it sounds more like he went to P. Diddy's house than he did an NBA player. I bet he was friends with the diddler.
Pick any 3 girls and I got you. That should be like setting off alarm bells in your head, I would think. Anyway, just going back to fresh and fit lore here. So our boy is now at a mansion with 45 topless babes, big asses, sodden, dripping vaginas, and...
That don't even sound good, to be honest. You said sun dripping vaginas. That don't sound good. That sounds like they got something. Secondly, I doubt in my fucking life Fresh was in a building with 45 topless women. I highly doubt that. I bet that dude, the day he sees a pair of fucking titties, he'd be like one of them goddamn, he'd be like, Me, Myself, and Irene. Have y'all ever watched Me, Myself, and Irene? Oh my god, that show was fucking hilarious.
So what happened was, like, I talked to them real quick. They were mad cool. And legit, guys, I could have a threesome with them, but I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, yo, this is too much for me. But
far be it from me to question the math here, but it would have been a foursome, not a threesome. Unless, of course, the 3 girls fucked each other and then told you to just go far away from them, like hide in the bathroom or something, which I imagine...
Or do a sneako in the corner.
Also, he speaks fondly of this event, but I imagine this was one of the worst days of all 3 of those women's lives. Assuming, of course, the story's real, which it's not. I'm just suspending disbelief for a moment. Obviously, he is literally making this shit up as he goes along.
what happened was, I did my thing with one of them, came back outside, hopped in the shower real quick, talked to the other one, went back in the room later on. So basically, I had 3 girls in one night. It sounds crazy, guys, but there's a whole nother world outside.
That's not a threesome. Technically, then the women ran a train on you.
Of the regular dating circle,
God.
where guys of high value can actually like set up certain things that regular guys can't.
What an incredible story. I can't wait for the sequel. Fresh and fit in the goblet of fucking... I don't even understand the title of this video anymore. It's...
Oh, fresh and fit in the goblet of fucking. That's about right.
Pull girls easily, but doesn't seem like there was anything easy about this. He met someone that claimed to be an NBA player that invited him to a mansion and then assigned 3 women to fuck him. Like, that's not exactly a lesson that can translate to most people.
Secondly, that sounds almost like sex trafficking, like he did say. That sounds like literally what Liam Neeson went to go kill in that movie with the girl from X-Men. It's hard to fucking tell. Almost every movie he makes is the same.
Of course, it's all made up and shit, but the takeaway here is basically nothing. Is the course just that NBA player's phone number for his mansion of sex? Like, there's just nothing you can really teach from this story you've told here. Nothing translates. There's no lesson. You picked 3 girls that a guy then instructed to have sex with you. And it never happened in the first place, and I hate that I keep suspending disbelief for even a fraction of a second to entertain the idea that this happened in reality, when we all know it didn't. But even still, what is the takeaway? There is nothing that happened in this whole video that could help someone.
No, because all he did was basically tell guys to romanticize sex. Don't worry about the woman, just fuck her. Secondly, I don't understand where he even thought about telling this story or why he even came up with this story. Because it really does fucking nothing besides waste everybody's time. It's not a motivational speech. It don't motivate you to do jack goddamn shit. You can't say it's a man's speech because it doesn't tell you how to be a man, why to be a man, what to be a man about.
Some lonely guy at all.
You can take L's all your life, you can take W's, but the point here is that, like, you can have whatever you want in this life. You made that choice. So for me, I was at a point where 3 a day was easily done through Instagram, and that's what I did.
But even in this fantasy, that's not what you did. You didn't set up 3 girls in one day through Instagram or
No, you had 3 girls being pimped out by a NBA player. God, he sounds more like the Andrew Tate allegation than Andrew Tate's allegation.
anything like that. A guy did it for you. He fucking told them to have sex with you. You didn't talk to them through Instagram, you didn't get to know them or anything like that. Even in their own stories, they can't help but just treat women like objects. Like, yeah, he gave me 3 women to fuck. And that's why I'm the king of Instagram dating. Like, what are you talking about? It's so fucking wild. It's incredibly embarrassing.
For all the women, because I see that there's a lot of women that comment on my comments. Do any of the women actually have mutual, like, decent respect for Fresh and Fit? Like, actual respect and admiration for them? Just curious.
I don't know how they can post things like this and not feel any amount of shame. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this one, and that's about it. So yeah.
All right. Well, that kills it for me. All right. Until next time, y'all. Peace out. Drop a like, comment, subscribe down below, and stay blessed.
Where did you